Just start the.
But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be...
Welcome to Hammers.House.
Nation, what is good? It's your boy Hammer from Hammers.House coming to you after a fucking tough loss. Yeah, I'm probably going to be cursing a whole lot today, and I really don't care. Tough loss last night against the LA Chargers, Monday Night Football. Raiders took the first L of the season, 28-14. There is a lot to go over today. There's a lot to cover. Welcome everybody coming in. For those that do come in, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel. All the links are in the description. We are going to do a recap of the game with stats, press conference, and a couple of takeaways out of this game. Not really much to take away with what we saw, especially in the first half. But we're going to go over everything. I'm going to be on as long as possible. And for those that are in here today, if you guys want to chat it up, if you guys have any questions and don't want to put it in the chat, if you guys actually want to hop on in here live, I will send you guys the link and bring you in to chat it up. So let's get right into it. We're going to go through the stats first before I play the post-game press conference. I listened to, I think it was Gruden, it was Renfro, it was Littleton, and it was Carr. And I don't think that was the full post-game press conference, but the 6 minutes out of John Gruden, I got a lot to talk about with that. And then we'll get into the rest of the guys and what to look forward to moving forward to this coming Sunday's matchup versus Justin Fields, Khalil Mack, and the rest of the Chicago Bears. So let's get right into it with the stats from last night. I'm still a little sick to my stomach right now after watching what I saw, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to go through the team stats first. In total yards, the Chargers had 380 to our 213. Passing yards, 212 for the Chargers, 165 for Vegas. Rushing, 168 to an abysmal 48 by the Raiders. Average yards per play. Sorry, guys. Average yards per play, 5.1 for the Chargers, 3.8 for Vegas. Obviously, you guys know what the point scored is, 28-14. That's why we lost. Interceptions thrown, Carr threw 1, Chargers none. Sacks allowed, Vegas 4, Chargers 2. Third down efficiency was tied. I got to brighten this screen. I'm getting old. Sorry, guys. 30% for both teams. Time of possession for the Raiders, 25-18. Chargers, 34-42. Penalties for both teams, 7 each. Going to the individuals, and I'm only going to talk about the Raiders when it comes to the individuals. Oh, well. Derek Carr, 21-34 for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries, 40 yards, average 3.1 yards a carry. Derek Carr, 3 carries, 6 yards, 2 on average. Kenyon Drake, 1 carry, 2 yards. Peyton Barber, 1 carry, stopped at the line. Receiving, Henry Ruggs, 3 receptions, 60 yards, targeted 6 times. Darren Waller, 4 receptions, 50 yards, targeted 7. Waller did have a touchdown, as well as our clutch, Hunter Renfro, the little engine that can. 6 receptions, 45 yards, 1 touchdown on 8 targets. Josh Jacobs, 5 receptions, 17 yards on 5 targets. Willie Snead, 1 reception, 15 yards, 1 target. Zay Jones, 1 reception, 5 yards, 1 target. Brian Edwards, 1 reception, 4 yards, 4 targets. Talk about being shut down. Derek Carr had a fumble. It wasn't lost. Hunter Renfro had a fumble. Wasn't lost. Defensively with the interceptions, we had, well, like I said, we had none. But one pass deflection each by Solomon Thomas, Max Crosby, Hunter Renfro. That was more of a tackle. I don't care what anybody says. Trayvon Morig with 1 pass deflection as well. Defensively, Denzel Perryman with 8 tackles, 4 assisted, 1 tackle, 4 lost. Corey Littleton, 8 tackles, 4 assisted. Amik Robertson, dude, oh my God, I can't wait to get into him today. 6 tackles, 1 assisted. Jonathan Abram, 4 tackles, 4 assisted, 1 tackle, 4 lost. Morrig, 4 tackles. KJ Wright, 2 tackles, 3 assisted. Casey Hayward, 2 tackles. Phylon, 2 tackles, 1 assisted. Teamer, 2 tackles. Nate Hobbs, 2 and 2. Hankins, 1 and 3. Kwiatkowski, 1 and 1. Yannick, 1 tackle. What are we paying you for, bro? Nah, I'm just joking. Carl Nassib, 1. Cleve Farrell, 1. Arnett, 1 and 2. Fuck him. Solomon Thomas, 0 and 2. Crosby, 0 and 1. Special teams, we really, I guess we'll do it anyways. Carlson missed that 1 long field goal, hit 2 for 2 on the extra points. AJ Cole, 5 punts, averaged 51.2 yards, 1 inside the 20. His longest was 56. Returns, 3 returns for Kenyon Drake, averaged 22.7 yards. His longest was 31. Peyton Barber, 1 return, 25-yard average. And punt returns, Hunter Renfrow, 3 returns, 7.3 average, 17 yards was his longest. Nick Kwiatkowski, 1 return, that was crazy, 6 yards. There's a lot to take away from this game, guys. We are going to get into it momentarily. What's good? I just shared the loud to stay on your ass. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. There is a lot to get into right now. And like I said, we're going to get into this press conference right now. I hope you guys can hear the audio. I'm playing it off the TV, but I'm trying to make it as loud as possible. After Gruden speaks, I think I'm going to break that down real quickly and go right into that because the things that I heard, like I said, I heard some of this already. I was very pissed off even hearing this. Like, this made me more pissed off than the loss itself. So here we go. I think. Here we go.
I'd like to say I'm proud of our team for fighting, competing, giving us a chance in the fourth quarter. It was a ridiculous way to start the game. Credit the Chargers, they're a good football team on all 3 phases. But I'll answer any questions I can. You know, we had I can answer other questions. I don't know if we slowed him down enough. We may have slowed Mike Williams down, but we didn't stop him enough. That's the big thing. He's a good quarterback. They got a heck of an offense. They got a lot of weapons.
That's him talking about Herbert.
Plays, and he can execute. He's a special talent. No, we lost a couple corners. Arnett went out. Mullen went out.
Actually, let me go back to what he just said here, and then I'm going to pause it and give you my take on this.
And they got a lot of different kinds of plays, and he can execute. Stop him enough. That's the big thing. He's a good quarterback. They got a heck of an offense. They got a lot of weapons, and they got a lot.
All right, I'm going to stop right there. What the fuck do we have? Realistically, the fuck do we have then? You have the talent in Ruggs. You have the talent in Edwards, Renfrow, Waller, Jacobs, and an elite quarterback in Derek Carr. And yeah, I called him elite. If you got a problem with that, then you need to just leave the nation right now. We have weapons too. We can't seem to get our shit together in the first quarter. I don't know why we come out so fucking flat. Of course, Gruden will never fucking take the blame. Let's continue to listen to this shit before I get even more pissed off right now.
Different kinds of plays, and he can execute. He's a special talent. No, we lost a couple corners. Arnett went out. Mullen went out. Nate Hobbs went out at the end of the game. So I'll have an update later in the week.
All right, hold up. Did anybody see Trayvon Mullen on the injury report this past week? Because I really, for the life of me, I do not remember seeing Trayvon Mullen on the injury report, and we didn't see him. We saw trash-ass Arnett out there, made a tackle, and then got hurt. I don't know, vaginitis, whatever. I keep saying this dude's career is not going to last long in the NFL. I don't give a shit. Hobbs, I guess we find out something probably tomorrow. No. Yeah, probably tomorrow because today is their day off. But what are we saying? You had Arnett there who looked like straight trash. I would have put Amik Robertson in there to start. Amik Robertson was looking he was balling last night. He really was. Let's go back.
That was great. That was great. It's always great to have the support of the Raider fans, and we're sorry we let them down, but we cannot come out and take that many punches in the first round. And, I'm proud of our guys showing the toughness to get up and keep fighting, but that was ridiculous tonight. They got honest, and they got after us in all three phases, and we found a way to make it a football game to give ourselves a chance, but it's just too hard in this league against good teams.
And again, what are we then? Because we were 3-0 to start this season. We beat 3 teams that were in the postseason last year. So what the fuck are we at this point? You have the weapons. Oh, I got to give my players credit. Blah, 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 blah. Open up the fucking playbook, or get an offensive coordinator that will have full carte blanche of the offense. Just be a head coach. Let the coordinators do what they do. Open up the fucking playbook. Use the weapons that you have. Let's get back to it.
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. You can't deny this. The Chargers are a good football team. They are an excellent team, and they proved it again tonight. They're going to go places this year. They're going to be a force to be dealt with. But
and again, where the fuck are we going? Like, you are fucking stroking their ego ridiculously right now.
We had penalties that were ridiculous.
Let's talk about one right now. The fucking taunting penalty. Actually, no, we'll talk about the penalty by Waller when Waller goes on. But Leatherwood, somebody needs to find me a stat. I wish I had somebody with me right now that can pull up certain numbers, because I would love to know how many false starts that this fucking rookie, I don't give a shit if I'm hurting his feelings either, how this fucking rookie, how many times he's had a false start penalty in the first 4 weeks of the fucking season. I digress. Back to Gruden.
Gave up some plays in the passing game today that you can't give up. And we didn't play well in the first half.
No shit.
Well, we're going to have to play better in all areas, not just defense. It would help with Mullen and Arnett. Some of our guys were back there, I think, helping us, but I'm not going to make any excuses. They went for it in some critical fourth downs.
Thank you, John. Well, you know what? I'm going to highlight you for that one. Thank you. I'm going to fucking strangle this motherfucker, man.
They went all out tonight to make plays, and they did.
Hold up. Let me go back. I'm sorry, because there's another thing I want to talk about.
Some of our guys were back there, I think, helping us, but I'm not going to make any excuses.
Guys that are in here, hit that like button and share this. I want Raider Nation in here right now. I want Raider Nation in here to hear this and feel this right now, because I am not the happiest person this morning, especially not after listening to this.
I'm not going to make any excuses. They went for it in some critical fourth downs. I give credit, backed up in their own territory in a tight football game. They converted some critical plays on fourth.
You're giving them credit for shit that our defense did not. They can't seem to fucking not stop. Yo, I love my team, and I'm not shitting on them. This is not coming from a fan standpoint. This is coming from somebody who grew up around the game, played the game since he was 3 years old. Fourth down. Last week against Miami, 4th and 20. Gesicki with a fucking 27-yard reception for a first down. 2 different fourth down scenarios last night, and they was a lot shorter than 20 yards, and the Chargers converted. There's a problem right there. And again, I'm not shitting on this defense. Defense is totally different from last year, but stuff like that kind of goes full circle back to last year. I digress. Let's go back.
Twice. They went all out tonight to make plays, and they did.
Oh, it is what it is. I'm not coming at you at all. I promise.
One of the greatest speeches of all time, I'll tell you. Let's just leave it.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Here, more dumb shit. What up, Dominique 5?
That was one of the greatest speeches of all time, I'll tell you.
So this was talking about And hold on, before I even continue, can you guys hear the audio right now from Gruden? Like, let me know first before I continue this, because I feel like maybe you guys can't. Before I hit play, just let me know that you guys can hear the audio or did hear the audio when I was playing it just now. We're definitely going to talk more about this team after this press conference. Let me know that you guys can hear it, though. Give me a thumbs up, a yes, or something, just so I know, and we're going to keep this going. Or I'll just hit play and we keep going.
Critical plays on fourth down twice. They went all out tonight to make plays, and they did.
Cool.
That was one of the greatest speeches of all time, I'll tell you. Let's just leave it at that. Now you don't want to hear what I said before the game because everything didn't work either.
Okay. So, first 4 games. First quarter, first half, we come out flat. If I remember right, our very first game, we're just looking at Waller. Throwing the Waller. Nothing was happening. Weren't getting results. You guys cannot come out flat. Of course, I think we would all love to know what Gruden is saying to these guys before the game, because I guess before the game, shit ain't enough. You got to start cursing them out and putting people in their feelings, and at halftime, light a fire on their ass to make them do something. But let's get back to this shit.
I don't understand the taunting. I hate taunting. I think it's ridiculous. I think what happens after an interception or a touchdown, we allow these celebrations. I consider that taunting. I don't understand what happened over there on the Chargers sideline, but the official made the call. We have to deal with it. We couldn't get any momentum going. That didn't help us.
Okay. So that penalty that he's referring to, for those that didn't watch the game last night, Waller made a reception along the Chargers sideline. He got up after the play. He spiked the ball. Now, mind you, he wasn't looking in any of the Chargers' direction. He wasn't in the face of any of the Chargers. I'm assuming it's because it happened on the Chargers sideline. But again, nobody was in his peripherals where he was directing it at anybody specifically. This was a first down play. They got the first down and then had to go back 15 yards. Dumbest fucking penalty I've heard. This new enforcing the taunting shit, and it's coming apparently from it's a committee that's by some of the coaches, and these are the young coaches. Oh, fuck. Y'all getting soft too? Moving on.
That's tough. We had a lot of guys go down. Jacobs went out. Pete Barber went out. Carrier was unable to play, so we lost a lot of our 3 tight end sets. But, they lost players too. We're all going to have to deal and adapt. And hopefully we can get some guys ready. We got a short week. Got to get back home and get ready. I'm proud of our team. I'm going to reiterate that. We're 3-1. We've had some tough overtime victories, and we fought back and put ourselves in a position to make a dramatic comeback tonight. We just didn't make the plays. Well, obviously, 2nd and 5, we give the ball to Josh, and didn't get much. I think we got 1.5 yards or so. And then on 3rd down, they played good defense, and we missed a long-range field goal. But we had 2 plays that we liked going in. We had a good roll going, 2 back-to-back touchdown drives. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a chance after that.
How to Rickford catching that fake punt?
Yeah, he's something else. I'm proud of all our players. I really am. I wish I could answer all your questions, but I've never had an indoor stadium with a lightning delay. This was a bizarre night for all of us.
There's a silver lining, but the defensive line, pretty good line,
There's some good things we'll take out of this game. There's some things we got to learn. We got to straighten out the openers. We got to straighten out the first quarter. And that we will start working on as soon as I get out of here.
John, can you tell us the explanation they gave you for a weather delay on an indoor stadium?
No, I'm not an engineer. I have no idea. I mean, I had never heard that. I thought it was a joke, but, it affected both teams. Certainly, the locker room here.
Did it really affect both teams, though? Did it really affect both teams? Because the Chargers came out and scored on their first drive. What do? Punt. The first, what is it? I think the first 3 drives or 4 drives we had. Let's find this. We punted. Second drive, we punted. Third drive, we punted. Fourth drive, turnover on downs. Fifth drive, a punt. Sixth drive, a punt. Couldn't do shit in the first half. And again, I'm not bashing my team, guys. You just have to understand from my point of view, certain shit just doesn't. Whatever. Let's go back to it.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. I mean, you can't see anybody. It's like a maze. So, whoever contorted this visiting locker room, I'd like to meet this guy and see what his idea was.
Okay. So now we're trying to make jokes, talking about a fucking locker room that's a maze. Cardinals didn't seem to have a problem finding it. Cardinals didn't seem to have a problem laying the wood on the Rams in the same exact fucking stadium Sunday. Just saying.
It didn't have anything to do with it.
At this point in the season, do you still feel that we're going to be a big contender for the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get all deep and philosophical, make a bunch of predictions. You saw the game. We got beat pretty soundly in the first half. We came back and we showed some football character. I know we have a lot of that. We're going to lean on here and continue to learn. We got some injuries we got to learn about. We got to get ready for the Bears on a short week. Your feelings are going to get hurt in this league sometimes, and certainly ours are hurting right now. But thank you, guys.
All right, he's done, and I'm fucking done with Gruden right now. Like, you don't want to give predictions or talk about the nation, but you want to say that the Chargers are going to be a team that's a playoff contender earlier in your press conference. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? And again, you never take accountability for the shit that goes down. You don't take accountability or try to make the correct adjustments, especially you had to wait until the third quarter to start making adjustments. You had to wait until the third quarter to start to wake the fuck up or have this team wake the fuck up and score. Something ain't right there, dude. Something's not right there. Moving on. Here comes Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, it's just something that Gruden came up with, and it's kind of off some things that we do, and we've worked on it, and it works in practice, so we put it in the game, and it's worked twice. So hopefully it'd be a good play for us on that stretch.
So he was referring to this cut move that he's been doing, and I saw it last night on a replay as well. And damn, Renfrow, I've been calling him this from the time he came to the Raiders and all the clutch performances he's had. He is the little engine that can. I saw him mic'd up, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago. That kid, he is such a team player, and he loves his teammates. Like, just hearing him mic'd up and how he interacts with those guys, he loves his teammates. And I really, really am a huge supporter of this kid, and I hope he continues to have a successful career and come through when we need him the most. Let's keep listening.
Yeah, I did in high school. I did, but in the backyard growing up for sure. But we didn't have a guy out there, and I was kind of in between, and I didn't know if I should play the return or go down and play the receiver. And so, luckily he took some time to throw the ball and was able to make a play, but it was a big stop for us.
All right. So that was in reference to the fake punt that the Chargers attempted. It was a fake punt pass that they attempted to go for. And I think anybody that's a football coach or anybody that's played the game clearly notice if something was somewhat wrong, and they kind of they tried to expose the Raiders on this. There was nobody covering the gunner on the left side. I looked at the replay a couple of times, and Renfro is running up and running back, trying to debate what he does, and made a smart decision because it took the punter a minute to release that ball. He came up, made a good hit, and prevented the first down and prevented the pass from being completed. And he was just telling the reporters that he played a little D-back in high school, and I guess playing backyard football as well. Well, guess what? That might be our next. we might have to throw him in and have him play both sides. Just joking. Back to Renfro. I'm hoping Richie does. Like I said, we're gonna get back into that. And I hope you guys stay in here, because if you guys do want to get into the live, I will bring you guys in.
We're just trying to go out there and execute. And like you said, we did have a slow start tonight for sure. A slow half, not just a slow start, but we played pretty bad in the first half. And so that's something that we got to get better, look ourselves in the mirror, and come out and try to get back home.
They've always turned it around. And was there a feeling that this was just another one of those games? And did it feel different?
Yeah, it felt like, we went down 14-0. That was big for them to get a touchdown for the down 21-0 before the half. But, it's upsetting because of how we played in the first half, but it's encouraging because we know we can fix all the things. And we know whenever we play well, we can move the ball up and down the field. And so coming out the second half, we really just wanted to, do our jobs. And, they're a good defense, NFL players. And so we just got to get better.
Your passing game with Derek the first 3 weeks at least has been tremendous tonight. How much do you attribute to the Chargers secondary?
Yeah, I think it was everything involved. I think all those things. I think, we didn't do a good job of receiver to open up things for Derek. I think, the pass rush was good, and their defense did a good job disguising it. And so, we're excited about the second time around playing them. That's definitely going to light our fire a little bit because they're a really good team. But we're excited to play them. I don't even know when we play them. The last game of the year, maybe.
Yes, it's the last game of the season, folks, at Allegiant.
We just like to be competitors. And so hopefully we can, get a chance again to go out and play better. Yeah, 3rd and 3 was my fault. It was a little choice route that I got to hook up. I think I broke in, and so that one's on me. And so Derek tried to hang in there as long as he could to find me, but I got to do a better job of hooking up, and yeah, that really killed the momentum.
Okay, much respect to Hunter Renfro, because you don't get to hear this very often. You made a mistake, and you owned up to that mistake. You have more respect from me now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it was almost, we were focused, but it was almost like, what in the world's going on? We weren't a dome, right? And so I bet you if you pulled everybody in here, nobody would have guessed that you could have a lightning delay. But we did, and, obviously they responded better than we did to it, or we wouldn't have come out and played the way we did in the first half. And so as we move forward, if we have another weather delay or whatever happens, we're going to have this in the back of our minds.
All right. I'm asking for anybody that's in this chat right now to please look up why the fuck there was a delay when they're playing inside. Somebody find that for me ASAP. I'd much appreciate it.
I think the message was just play hard. We're going to make mistakes. Just bounce back. We've been together. We're a tight-knit group. We have each other's backs, and offensively, we didn't like how we set the defense up and really made it hard for them to stop them. And so 3 and out, or whatever it was, is tough on defense. And so just having each other back, it's encouraging because of how we came out in the second half. But we got to come out like that in the first half, moving forward.
All right, Renfro's done. Next up is DC.
Your counterpart, Justin Herbert, watching him from the sidelines, what do you see out of him? What makes him such a good quarterback?
He's a good decision maker. That's what usually the better quarterbacks in this league do, is make good decisions. I've always thought he was a really good player, and he's growing. He's still young, and he's still learning. He still has throws he wishes he had back, like any any quarterback. But that's football. But yeah, I think the future's real bright for him.
You guys are driving how you do. There's a second and 5 run with the 33 sack.
Yeah.
What did you see in those two plays?
Yeah, can't remember the actual call on the run, but I remember the play. But then the pass.
It is what it is. Isn't it a retractable roof?
Was a sack. They honestly, Waller was running so fast that he left his guy in the window for Renfro, and I couldn't throw it. The dude was there, so I went to Waller. By the time I was going through my progression, I tried to scramble. They did a stunt, tried to spin out of it, and then it was too late. But that's just what happened.
What's it like to take your first loss of the year after 3 really good, dramatic, exciting?
Yeah, I mean, it's better now than later. I think if anything, this hopefully wakes us up a little bit. I think we needed to start a lot faster. If I'm honest, we started the season great, but we don't start games nearly good enough yet. And
That's a fact.
we need to be better at. But you never want to lose, but it's hard to win in this league. But we'll see him again.
The discussion has been a little bit about the slow starts, but at the end of the game, just that as long as you win, it doesn't matter how it happens. But was there a feeling in those games that you were kind of playing with fire that kind of led to a game like this?
I don't know. Each game is different. Just different schemes, different plays, different outcomes. For me, this whole time I thought we were going to win the game. There was some stuff that we hadn't even got to yet. In the first half, I'm like, man, I can't wait for that play, that play, that play. There was some stuff it's just how the flow of the game was. It was just weird, just different. But you got to give them credit, man. They did. The defense coaches, their players played extremely hard. They did a great job. And I don't want to make it all about us, but that's football. You always make it all about you. It's, man, what can we do better? So we'll take a look at that. But playing on fire and all that, like, I'm not in a bad way. Like, I can't help you write that in my head because it's just different every game. You know what I mean? It's just different. But we haven't started out fast in every game, so it's something we definitely need to look at.
What's the biggest obstacle you guys think you need to overcome if you want to keep winning games and make it through the whole season?
Yeah. You got to be consistent. Going to a hostile place, I thought we went into Pittsburgh, and I felt like we were more ready to play at the beginning of the game against Pittsburgh. Came here, wasn't really a hostile place. It was more of a home game, like we thought it would be. And
okay.
I think for us to just keep going forward, we just need to be consistent. We need to come out. We can't have, any big guys or anything like that, man. We just play football. And we got some moving parts that, we're trying to help everyone as a unit go forward. And the expectation never changes. The expectation is to win every game. And we didn't do that today. And it's all my fault.
As the captain, is there anything you can put your finger on as to why there is a slow start, or is that something just meant to give you?
Yeah, there's some things that just respectfully, privately, I'll share, but yeah, absolutely, there is, and I'll do that privately. It's nothing I need to do at a microphone. It's not my style, but yeah.
How did the weather delay impact you guys?
I mean, it was just a different start, like mentally, I thought we were ready to go coming out. But I can't speak for everybody. Like for me, it was just, I do the same thing regardless, 10 minutes before we go out and then when we hit the field. So like I try and be, in my 8 years, I've gained a process of things of how I do things every week. And for me, it didn't really change.
It's funny, all of a sudden, these brand new stadiums have some type of problems, outages, no Wi-Fi. What was the other one, at least for us? And I think it was SummerSlam. The credit card machines were down, so people were getting free food and this, that, and the third. Like, I thought we're in the age of technology, new technology every single day. The fuck is going on?
Anything except when we came out, I'm just like, you gotta go back in. You know, I haven't had, I think, a weather delay since my rookie year in the preseason. You know, that was different, especially with the roof.
How much pressure did you feel under from their defensive front?
Same as every game. I mean, it's the NFL. Pass rushes are different in college, but I think they had a few sacks. They had some good plays, just like some other teams have had some good plays, few sacks. But you know, I think that once we settled down a little bit and just communicated, that we were able to move the ball, and that stuff has a way of working itself out.
You guys are kind of struggling to win the ball. Is that more pressure on offensive line versus pass rush because the defense is kind of this team off?
Absolutely, it's hard. You know, if you ever go to training camp and watch one-on-one pass rush, that's a tough drill for an offensive lineman. You know, it's not easy when.
Alex Leatherwood, product of Bama, product of winning. I get it, you're a rookie. You shouldn't have been a first-round pick. I feel like you have been exposed from day one that any team that we play moving forward, even these first 3 weeks, they're going to put their best edge rushers against Leatherwood to rattle them, to get him to jump the line, cause stupid penalties. Dude needs to be moved from the tackle spot. We'll get back into that after the press conference, though.
The best athletes in the world know it's a pass. You know, it makes it hard. But I thought that we had spurts where we ran it well, and it helped our O-line, some play action stuff and things like that. But you know, we have ways of helping those guys out. We have ways of doing some things and making it a little bit easier on them. But you know, you never want to just take away from what they did. You know, I don't want to take away from what they did, but that their D-line did a great job. And
guys, hit that like button. Come on.
You know, we got the Bears coming to town. They're pretty good up front too.
I know you're passionate about Raider Nation and talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
It was a big Monday night. All that. All the fans that were here. Is that like extra disappointing for you that all of that show up there?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm a Raider fan, even though I play for the team. You know, I want to see us win every time. So any loss is disappointing. This one hurts a little bit extra, but they can blame me. They can put it all on me. And, you know, if they want to chant MVP when I come running out, then they can get mad at me for this one.
You mentioned what the Chargers defense was doing. Were they doing anything with Darren as far as the coverage that been hard to find at times?
I not necessarily. There was an early third down where he was wide open. I was going to throw it to him, you know, and he honestly, I don't know, he ended up 50, 60 yards, something like that. He probably would have got another 30, 40 out of that, you know, and, you know, it would have been a different feeling, I guess, for him. So, you know, I think it was the one when Bosa hit the ball as I was throwing it, but I mean, they had no one on him. And so that was a big one. There was another one later in the game where I ended up throwing it, I can't remember who ran the route, but to the under route, and I couldn't see Darren when they dropped him again, you know. And after I threw it, the D-line moved, and I could see it. I was like, you know, there's another huge play for him. So I'm fully confident in what we're doing. Fully confident in what he's able to do and what coach is able to do to get him open. It just didn't. We just didn't connect on those two. I mean, I don't think so. You know, I thought it was the same. You know, I think that our offensive line is battling. They're doing a great job. You know, we're still able to throw the heck out of the ball. And when you throw it a lot, or try and throw deep shots and take shots and all that kind of stuff, sacks, that pressures are going to happen in the NFL. But I don't think that it was, if I'm honest, it didn't feel any different from my standpoint.
What do you think about Hunter slowing down the feet?
Yeah, I thought that was an amazing play. You know, even if the guy caught it, he was short. You know, and that just shows you what kind of football player he is. I think he's one of the best, just football players in the NFL. And I think he's.
That's Carr talking about Hunter Renfrow.
That play is, you go win that game. You go look back at that play. Like, wow, what a play. that kind of thing. So I was very impressed by that.
That touchdown pass to Waller, was that basically give you the shot to make a play? The ball back to you?
Yeah, he was the fourth option on that. I was going through my progression. They doubled Hunter. We had a couple back lines that as I was looking, I started to field Waller one-on-one breaking out. And when that guy's defenders, goes back to me, I can give Waller a chance to go up and make a play. Same thing I try to do on the interception, especially down 2 scores. I'm trying to force balls and hate to be in that situation, but same thing. I'm trying to force it and throw one guy's head around, and the other one I was able to throw it. And Waller went up and got it, So there's a fine line with that kind of stuff.
I'm not a Carr hater. I'm not a Carr basher. He just admitted, though, that there's times where he forces throws. Glad that forced throw to Waller for that touchdown was a touchdown. But I'm guessing now out of that one that the interception he threw was another forced throw. Well, let's get back to it.
In the situation that we're in, whenever you get that chance with the back to you, you always try and take a chance. You always, if you can see it, you always want to take that chance. But, the touchdown to him, I thought was a heck of a catch. I mean, he took it, snatched it away, great fundamentals. It was really impressive. Yeah, absolutely. He's proven it throughout the offseason and training camp. He's worked really hard, not only physically, his mentality I've talked about a lot coming in this season. But yeah, he comes up to me, he talks to me during games. He's like, hey, if we get this look and I can come show him, I literally come and showed him something during the game. I was like, hey, I'm going to hit you on this later. It was no problem. And he was there and made a big play, and it's just really, really impressive. It's really fun to have. But with all that said, I need to go get some sleep. We got a short week. Good. Thanks.
All right. So that was Carr. Now we're moving on to, I believe it's Corey. Littleton is next, and then Darren Waller. Yep, here comes Littleton.
I guess I could say they just started making plays in that moment, in those drives. They found times to make plays, and we did it. My guy looks down the field, always keeps his eyes down the field. He has a really good arm. He was a first-round quarterback for a reason.
That's in reference to Justin Herbert.
Same message as always, keep fighting. We've been down before, and we've always been on a good fight, no different than we did today. We just didn't get the outcome we wanted. Not necessarily. I don't know if we're just not coming out with our best mindset, attitude, just ready to play. But ultimately, we end up getting it going. As soon as we find a way to start that off early, we can put teams away.
What up, Juice? We're going to wrap up this press conference and then talk a little bit more about players and other things to look forward to this coming week. And then this evening, I believe 6 o'clock, I'll be on with Spotlight. It'll be on my channel too, and we'll be doing another recap. So you'll probably hear some of the same stuff I'm saying now. But yeah.
We're going to go back in. We're going to watch the tape. We're going to see where we're lacking, and that's how we fix it.
All right, Littleton's done. Really wasn't much from him. I think this is actually almost over. I think Waller's the last one. So here comes D-Wall. And the first thing they asked Waller about was that taunting call. So here we go.
I guess I get, spiking on their sideline with the back. But, I wasn't doing it directly at anyone. It was just, just kind of reaction when I got up.
And I said that before.
Can't put the team in that kind of situation. I mean, not really. It wasn't anything towards like any kind of calls or refs or anything like that. It was just emotion, just being we probably were back in the football game at that point, and just trying to get the team live and just ready to have some fun again. Right. Yeah. It's not good whatsoever. It has to change. Like, it's got to be addressed because kind of put the defense in some rough spots as well, and just ourselves as an offense. So it's something that needs to be addressed, and it can't continue to be a trend for us. I mean, naturally, it can throw you out of your rhythm a little bit, but I feel like we can't really use that as an excuse because the Chargers came out firing. They came out excited and ready to play. So that's not a legitimate excuse for us, nor is anything. So we got to be able to take that little distraction and be like, okay, like just channel ourselves and just be ready to go back out there and play. Things aren't always going to go the way that we expect them to, and tonight is make a great case of that, but they can't use it as an excuse. That first defender out the way, and then Hunter's doing his thing. I'm just eliminating that guy. So they. No, I felt like energy was up on the sideline. I mean, we felt like we should have took advantage of that situation, but you always got to move forward. And what happened before doesn't really serve you guys when there's time still on the clock. So we were just trying to put that behind us and do what we can with what we have left.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
I think that's it. Almost positive that's it. Yeah, that's it. So you guys heard the post-game press conference from last night. Like I said, I listened to this morning. I listened to the first bits and pieces. I didn't hear Waller's whole thing till just now. I think hearing Gruden more than anyone else in that press conference pissed me off more than I already was with that loss last night. And again, I'm not coming at my team. There are players I'm not too thrilled about. Players that I know aren't going to last very long. Well, one specific that isn't going to last very long. And I think we all know who that is at this point. And I'm talking about Damon Arnett. I don't know what it is with us and our first round picks, but a lot of them don't seem to fizzle out for us. Arnett is another one. He was in for an injured Trayvon Mullen, which again, I didn't even know Mullen was. I don't remember seeing him on the injury report at all last week. I didn't see him on the injury report going into last night. The one tackle that Arnett made. Yeah, absolutely right, Dominique. Why it look like your hair is braided? Nah, not yet, Key. Not yet. Damn, Key, you just threw me off. Arnett, you had one tackle last night and then all of a sudden caught a case of vaginitis and was out the rest of the game. And Amik Robertson came in, stepped up, and he definitely put some work in. Arnett, I don't see you. You shouldn't see the field on defense. Special teams, maybe, but on defense, no. You're not going to be here after your rookie contract. At least you're not going to be a Raider. I don't see a team that would show interest in you when your rookie contract is up. The first half alone, we had 53 total yards of offense, and the penalties, I think it was like 59 yards in penalties. Like, that shit should not happen. Alex Leatherwood, again, and now I'm going to get into this with him. You're a rookie, but you really need to learn the concept of this is like a trending thing when it comes to some rookies, not all of them, but Arnett side by side with this one as well. Discipline. 8 false starts in the first 4 games of the season for Alex Leatherwood. You've been matched up against some of the top tier edge rushers in the league. You had Bosa last night. Pittsburgh, you had, oh my God, you had Watt. Watt got hurt. Now you got Khalil Mack this coming Sunday. ain't saying we losing, but the offensive line needs to step up tremendously. And for those that play the game, people that truly understand the game, just not fanboys, if your offensive line don't work, your offense ain't going to work. So between Leatherwood and Andre James, think something needs to change immediately. James, I get it. You're a cable guy. I don't know if you're washing this dude's car or buying him his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but Nick Martin needs to be starting over you right now. You need to move from that spot. Leatherwood, you need to be moved to guard because you're not panning out as a right tackle. Even if you were a left tackle right now, no disrespect, Carr probably would have already been down and out for a while. He's got to step his game up. Stop with this patty cake shit. Stop throwing your hands. Like, just a lot of shit that Leatherwood's doing. His technique, his blocking, it's fucking poor. You're letting dudes go under you and make plays. Carr got sacked 4 times last night. I didn't even see how many times he got hit. Juice, you're absolutely right. We need Richie Incognito back. I guarantee you bring him back. And I know people say like one person won't change everything, but I guarantee you'll see a fucking bully squad. He'll turn those dudes into a bully squad. If he has to go back to his bullying tactics and fucking make Alex Leatherwood a little bit stronger, a little bit more dominant, then fucking do it. I don't care that we are in 2021 and everybody's PC and everybody's sensitive about everything, but y'all need to do something. If you got to punch him in the face before the game to wake him up, fucking do something. Soon as Clee Farrell made a play, he grabbed. Yeah, it was another one with Clee. Everybody was like, "Oh, Clee's got to go." Da, 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 da. I never said that he needed to be traded. I think putting him on the interior D line, he would help. But another one, lack of discipline, a stupid fucking penalty. Shit is just, it's crazy right now. And again, it's one loss. And I guess better to happen now than later down the road, just as Derek Carr had said. At the same time, and I said this in graphics live last night, and I've been saying this the last couple of weeks, with how the preseason went and we didn't see the starters, these first 4 weeks was the preseason for our starters. 13 weeks to go to show and prove that we are a legit team, that we are a legit contender this year for the playoffs and beyond. Fuck the media. Raider Nation knows we will forever be public enemy number 1. Nobody ever wants to say great things about us. So we can get over that real quick. It's going to be a very, very tough couple of weeks. Again, we're going against the Bears, and I did watch the Bear game. I watched some of the Bears game on Sunday against Detroit, and I have to say I was impressed, at least like the first drive I saw out of Justin Fields. They had a solid game. They won. Good for them. We're 3-1, and hold on, let me put this up here. We're 3-1, and honestly, I didn't expect us to have that record at this point, but the O-line is terrible and will not be successful if they continue to not block guys. You're absolutely right. And I just said it before. It starts with the offensive line. If the O-line doesn't work, then your offense won't work. There's a lot of stuff to take away from this. They needed to pull an APB out on Edwards because I feel like, where were you last night, bro? And again, I'm not knocking some of these guys. I have the guys that I want to drop a hammer on, and I have Arnett, Leatherwood, Andre James. They're the focal points of dudes that I just want to run over right now myself. Gruden, you're another one. You need to open up the playbook. You need to do different things. As a team, you guys got to stop coming out flat. I don't know what your routines are. I don't know what your pregame routines are. I don't know what your mindset is. But you guys have to wake up a lot sooner than the fucking second half. You gave up 21 points, and granted, you guys did try to come back. You got within a touchdown. Then we had that interception, and things just fell apart again. You have to come out strong. You have to come out ready. We can't have this lopsidasical bullshit. How are we going to contain Mac? Ask Alex Leatherwood, because guess what? That's who your next mission is, dude. I feel like if you're seeing this stuff, and I know I'm saying for the starters that the first 4 weeks was their preseason, but for somebody like Alex Leatherwood, no, this was not your first. This wasn't your preseason because you played in the real preseason. He has to step up. He needs to grow a pair or move to the interior offensive line and play guard. But something has to give. We can't. You were a first-round pick in the eyes of Mayock and Gruden for whatever reason it is. Now you need to show that you earned that fucking pick, that you deserve to be the 17th overall draft pick in the draft last year. At least we have another safety in Hunter Renfrow. Oh my God, OG. Do you just want to? I'll send you the link. Do you want to come in? Because we could do that, bro. Richie is on IR. I believe they put him on IR. I want to say it's been 2 weeks now, so he has 1 more week with the shortened IR thing that they're doing. I think you're on that IR for 3 weeks, so he might be back in another 2. I'm hoping 2, maybe 3 weeks. He's still hurt though. I need you to hit me up and I'll send you the link and I'll bring you in. Damn, dude, you just made my morning. I haven't seen you or spoken to you in a minute. I definitely got to get you in here though. Hold on. Fuck. Oh. Yeah, send me something so I could reach out to you and send you the link right now, because I could definitely hang out for a little bit longer and you could bring your people in here too. But yeah, this whole thing with Leatherwood, something's got to give, and we have to stop giving up these points the way we did. Like another thing that blew my mind last night, and I said what the game plan should have been going into this game, especially from the defensive side, is to rattle Herbert. They did put pressure on him, but at times it wasn't enough. You needed to contain the outside run against Eckler, and whether it being a slot corner, whether it being one of our linebackers, play the flats. And a lot of times they weren't playing the flats like they should have. Like that very first run play of the game for LA, they ran, I don't think it was an outside tackle run. I want to say it was I believe it was an inside. It was an inside to the left. And Eckler got a lot of yards off of that. And I was just like, all right, see, we're already, well, again, I'm not the coach of the Raiders, but it was like in my mind, okay, they're already going against what I said not to do tonight. And then you had somebody in Jared Cook that they were throwing to a whole lot. Like the tight end position was getting love last night from Herbert. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, really? Like, Cook? Really? Like, a lot of, like, things need to be tweaked here and there, yes. The main issue right now, it's like we can never have all 3 phases on the same page for whatever reason. Like the defense, better than you were last year. I can't even, I think everybody sees that. Defense is better than it was last year, but you did a few things last night that made, like, not last night. There's things you've done already this season that have made me think, like, are we reverting back to the Gunther ways of play in regards to Miami had a 4th and 20. I got you, brother. Miami had a 4th and 20, and Gesicki got a 27-yard reception off of that. You had 2 4th down opportunities last night and couldn't stop it, and they were a lot shorter than 4th and 20, and you couldn't stop it. You stopped that one on the fake punt, which I was like, all right, we're in business, whatever. Oh, I'm trying to do this real quick as I multitasking, guys, bear with me. That was an excellent stop by Renfro. And again, maybe Renfro should play both sides of the ball at this point. But I just, shit is just out of control with some of the things that I saw. And again, it's not solely individuals' faults, but at the same time, my bad. Thank you, Jose. Much appreciation. Much appreciated. I'm sorry. I'm so out of it right now. I just got off. I just did my 4th straight 16-hour shift in a row. And I sat there last night watching this game. And I was like, if this game became how it has the first few weeks, then I was going to end up, I was in the right spot last night where if I fucking had a heart attack, I was in the right spot to have one. But it didn't happen. So, OG, I just sent you the email, so just let me know and I'll be waiting for you to join on in. But we look forward. Aaron, what is good? Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, there's not much rest to get when I got to do things around the house and do. I'm also in school full time in my final semester, so trying to bang out some work as well and do the domesticated shit around the house. At least the next 3 days, Wednesday through Friday, I only have to do 12 hours. Thank God. And I'll be able to sleep in between and probably give you guys some content early in the morning, earlier than this, probably like 8, 9 in the morning Eastern time. Waiting for OG to accept this link and come on in. It's going to be awesome to have him on because we've talked here and there before, but having him in my... All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm bringing in OG, a.k.a. the Chronicles of the Black Hole.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm doing good, Hammer. You know what? I'm doing good. Listen, we're 3-1.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm dropping a video on that this afternoon at 4. But I'm not down on the whole thing yet. I'm not going to get discouraged. We do need to correct that first half issue, though. That first half of play of games is, I don't know, man, it's starting to wind our defense. Now they're spending most of the time on the field. That's not good. You know?
Like we had possession 5, I believe it was 5 times in the first half, and all of them were punts. That's not a good look.
No,
it's not
not pretty.
And I said it when I started today. Like, I'm not trying to shit on this team and say, oh, our season's over. It's one loss. And Derek Carr said it. It was better to get that out of the way now than further down the season. But there's certain things that need to be cleaned up. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm probably going to start beating my head against the wall saying it. That offensive line needs to be fixed. Alex Leatherwood needs to be moved from right tackle. I can't keep doing this. And technically, our preseason, these first 4 games was the starters' preseason because those guys were not out on the field constantly throughout the regular preseason. Alex Leatherwood played in the preseason. He's played in these first 4 games. 8 fucking false starts in the first 4 regular season games. Like, the kid has no discipline, and he is going against the top tier edge rushers week after week after week after week. When the fuck is it going to give?
It ain't going to give because they're going to send their best top rushers against that rookie. Let's go jump back in time 3 years. We had these same conversations about Colton Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He was trash. Oh, he's busted. Oh, he's a bust. Blah, 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 blah. Then the following year, oh, he got a little better. Oh, he got better. He improved. This year, everybody's like, oh, he needs to be in the Pro Bowl. It's an offensive. It tackles one of the hardest positions to play, and got to give it time. You know, can't be beating up the kid and having him drawn and quartered and the pieces arrested. Just let him work. Let him. Throw him into the fire. He's going to get better. He's going to get great.
I really think we need Richie Incognito back ASAP so he could just bully the shit out of Leatherwood to try to make him a little bit tougher. Just saying.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, I mean, Richie Incognito, we've been paying him for 2 years. We've had how many games out of him?
Say it again?
How many games has we had out of Richie Incognito over 2 years?
Not many. And it's been 3. What is it? The calf, and it was the Achilles. Was it the Achilles last year?
I don't remember. It was something, but he played 3 games.
Right.
Okay. We're paying this guy to basically nurse himself into retirement, basically. And, we, we could do a quick fix and put Leatherwood over and then move Brandon Parker in. You're going to shatter, you're going to break the kid. Then he'll be no good.
I've looked at it from that standpoint. I know like that'll probably kill his
he'll be done. His career is done. You can't do that. Look, I grew up upstate New York, but we were in a poor area, lived in housing projects. You know, I learned how to fight, getting my ass kicked. He's getting his ass kicked by the best.
Yeah.
Okay. They did that to Colton Miller, and look how good he is now. Ngakoue couldn't get past Colton Miller in practice.
And what is up with Yannick right now?
He's MIA. I mean, they're doubled up. They're double holding Max. Yannick, where are you at, man? You should be able to feed one-on-one.
Because like I said it from the time that they signed Yannick, the thing was it was like, all right, they're gonna double team on Yannick and open it up more for Max to get in there and make things happen. But it looked like it was a complete opposite last night, and Yannick still wasn't making anything happen. He had one tackle for the whole night.
It's been this way all season, bro. If you watch the tapes, they're doubling up on Max. Yannick should be eaten. Yannick's supposed to be the superstar we brought in for all this money. Where is he? He ain't done anything. He's going one-on-one. You know, Solomon Thomas got more sacks than Yannick.
Solomon Thomas, man. Oh, my goodness. I like the kid from the time he was at Stanford. I watched a lot of his games when he was playing at Stanford and felt that he was going to be a special talent. Everybody in San Francisco was talking that shit when he was gone, and we signed him. Oh, he's a bust. He's this, he's that. I'm like, all right, keep telling yourselves that.
Yeah, he's got a couple of sacks and a bat down, and Nassib's applying pressure. Where is Yannick?
I love Nassib.
Okay.
I don't care what anybody says. You could judge me all you want.
Philon has more sacks than Nassib. He's a backup, right?
Facts.
What's that tell you? We're overpaying somebody, apparently. You know, we should just. Why aren't we starting Philon? I don't get that.
I understood with the depth that they had. Savage. I understood the depth that they had at the defensive line position, as Gus Bradley's defense is revolved around his front seven. Having a deep D line, I can understand you also playing in a rotation, playing situational football, and putting these guys in the best situations to succeed. That I'm good with. I'm fine with that. The defensive line was really not that bad last night. It's just starting at these rough starts. That first drive I wasn't too thrilled about, especially with the very first run of the game that Eckler had to the outside. He got like 7-8 yards. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? And then Jared Cook, of all people.
Oh, he was enjoying his revenge.
Oh, fuck yes, he was. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Arnett? All right. Arnett gotta go. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done with that guy. I'm over that guy.
Sold on this kid. He is softer than baby shit. You made one tackle last night, and all of a sudden you got a case of vaginitis. Get the fuck out of here. Amik Robertson stepped up big, and I was so impressed watching him last night.
Yeah, well, Damon, Gary, and Conley 2.0's got to go. I am sick of these Ohio State horrible defenders.
He's more concerned about his rap career.
And what color his dreads are going to be this week, and his rap, and he's sitting on the bench looking at his chain.
Fucking
come
trash,
on, man.
Fucking
why are
trash.
You're not a football player. You're a dabbler. And you can't rap either.
Looking forward to this weekend against Chicago. We are home. I know Docs is going to be there. I feel bad that I was going to do a parlay bet, and had I hit, I would have hit big and fucking took the trip out there. I would have booked the flight yesterday to go, but that ain't happening. But what are you looking forward to most this coming week against Chicago? And what do you think the game plan should be going against this rookie quarterback in Justin Fields?
Scare him. I mean, hit him and make him scared of you. That's And that's what we got to do. Yes, King Savage, I do. I still think this is a 70s, 80s style Raiders game. The problem is the first half is not. The first half, our offense has become our liability. Our defense is no longer the liability. It's been that way for a few years. Now our offense is a little bit of a liability in the first half. It's like, no, you can't come from behind every week and win.
No.
And I don't think we're going to have to come from behind on these guys. I mean, I think if they get in this kid's face, he's going to be like scrambling all over the place. He's still a little nervous. Game's still a little fast for him.
Can we ever just click in all 3 phases of the game at the same fucking time?
I used to say that about my golf game. Now I don't play anymore. But
it's hard to see this, like, now all of a sudden. And I'm, again, for all those that are in here, I am a Raider fan. I'm not fucking talking shit. I'm speaking the truth. And you guys know that my word is the fucking gospel at times. Like, I'm looking at this offense, at least the offense in the first half of games or the first quarter of games, the first drive of games, as regressing right now. And we have all these fucking weapons around, so I don't understand why this is happening.
Because I don't either. But look, we had 4 games at the beginning of the season. We were like, all 4 of these games are tough.
Mm-hmm.
We won 3 of them. The next 4 games are supposed to be the easiest part of our schedule. Okay. I would not mind going up after we get a bye week, and then we got the 4th game of this quarter. And then we got to go play the Chiefs. I wouldn't mind having them come to our stadium when we're 7-1. And I'm sorry, I know you're not supposed to overlook anybody, but this is the easiest part of our schedule coming up.
We got the Bears, the Broncos, the Eagles. We had the bye week after the Eagles, and then we get the Giants. MetLife. I will be there.
Oh man,
are you coming down?
I'm living in South Carolina. There's no way. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go to any games this year. Probably. Well, take that back. I'm working on something where I'm not going to jinx myself and talk about it. Never mind.
Docs is coming out to New Jersey / New York that weekend. The next downtime I get, because today is, what time is it now? It's already 2:00. I'm not driving to Manhattan right now. When I get another day that I'm off, I'm gonna take a trip to Manhattan, go to Peter Dillon's in just outside of Times Square. It's a Raider bar. And talk to the owner about potentially more or less shutting that place down that Saturday before, like doing a podcast there, getting the nation in there as a whole and just turning up and having a good time. And then tailgate, probably do another live outside of MetLife with the nation again. It's going to be an epic weekend. I can tell you that. I know Docs is coming out with his wife. Spotlight is saying he's trying to come, and a couple other guys that we've done lives with. Even some of the viewers are saying they want to come out to this. So it's something that these guys are not going to want to miss. What up, Diego? Raiders.
I'll tell you, there's I don't know, man. If I were going to go to New York, I'd want to spend at least a week. I come home about 300 pounds, but hey, man, you know how it is, man.
Of course.
Got to go to Brooklyn and get pizza. You got to get the, you got to go. I mean, I'd just be eating my way through, but.
Fierce, you're absolutely right. And this is one of our problems right now. And I said it earlier in this live when I was breaking down the press conference from earlier. We need an offensive coordinator that has the balls to tell Gruden, just be a fucking head coach and let me call the plays. It needs to be opened up a lot more. I see this is like the 4th consecutive week now. We have gotten Ruggs involved on a deep throw, which I'm happy to see him actually doing something now. I did say that going into his sophomore season that him and Edwards could definitely be something special on the offense, but that line has to get their shit together ASAP. I know everybody was excited that Jacobs came back last night. He really wasn't doing too much, especially with that the front 7 of the Chargers shutting them down in our offensive line, just getting the shit kicked out of us. But I definitely look at this weekend as a bounce back. And again, I'm not saying that, our season's over already, whatever. There's plenty of games left. Nobody wants to take a loss. That's I guess how I'm feeling right now. Nobody likes to lose, and that's what it is right now, and that's how I'm feeling this morning.
All right. Well, yeah, I understand that. I don't like it either, but I look at it this way: tough part of the schedule, 3-1. Let's say we go 3-1 every quarter. Where are we at?
Winning.
We're going to the playoffs is where we're at. Okay. If this is what it goes down like, we're going to the playoffs. We just got to get a faster start in the beginning of the game. We had 0 yards of offense in the first quarter.
First half we finished with 53 yards of total offense, and then like another 59 yards in penalties.
Yeah, that's so we went backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one that really ticks me off. That flag on Waller for
fuck
taunting.
yes.
That is so lame, dude.
And I talked about it before, and I said from this standpoint, like he got up, he spiked the ball. There wasn't a Charger in his peripherals. He was looking straight ahead. He didn't turn his head to talk shit to anybody. It happened. I'm assuming because it happened on the Chargers sideline, they threw that flag. This is some dumb shit. With the coaches that are on that committee that all of a sudden are advocating for this taunting shit, and it's the young head coaches that are on this committee, like, you motherfuckers are soft. The dude has a passion for the game. He has intensity. He made a great play. He was hoping doing that was going to fire up the rest of the team, and it brought us back 15 fucking yards.
Yeah, well, the way I see it is this. The way this game has evolved since the time I started watching it, or in the last 35 years, 30 years, the way this game has evolved, I'm going to be, probably switching over 20 years and watching Tiddlywinks or something, because this is getting too soft.
If anybody hasn't seen that, check that episode of South Park when they were playing Sarcastaball. This shit is getting out of control. And you know what, Juice? It's questionable right now. It's questionable. All right, I take that back. It's questionable, but it's not. That's Carr's fault. I mean, oh shit. It's not Carr's fault. It's Gruden's fault. You have all these fucking weapons at your disposal. You had 4 receivers that have had over 200 yards receiving in the first 4 weeks, or first 3 weeks. Drake isn't really doing much. Peyton Barber fucking ran the show last week. I don't know what's up with Drake right now either, but I feel like Gruden needs to utilize him in a better way and open up that playbook more. That's why I feel like he should not be the one to call these plays anymore.
Yeah, it's just we're a work in progress. But guess what? We got a good start. That's the way I'm looking at it, man. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm not being overly optimistic. I see it as we are progressively. We got our face punched early. Okay, let's see how we respond in this fight.
I'm still on my 12-5, 13-4. I'm still on my 12. I'm still on my 12-5, 13-4.
At the beginning of the season, I said 12-5. Now I'm after the first 3 weeks, I'm like 14-3 maybe. But
it is what it is.
I can see 12-5 for sure.
It is what it is. He even owned up to his mistakes last night. He admitted there's times where he forces balls in there, including that touchdown pass he threw to Waller. He said that was forced. Waller is actually his 4th option on that pass play.
Yep.
That one, the interception he threw, that was a forced one. He owned up for his mistakes, bro.
Yeah, but he's taking the shots.
Chargers team Twitter account is so cringy. I don't even want to know. This shit. I'm not mad at our team. It was just it's our first loss. And I guarantee you there's a lot of people in here, a lot of Raider Nation, that did not see this team being 3-1 after the first 4 weeks of the season.
Nope.
But he doesn't though. He does not. And let me go back, because I know there were sorry guys. I know there were other receivers that were involved. Like, he's been sharing the ball. Obviously, he's sharing it if you have 4 receivers that had over 200 yards in receiving in the first few weeks. So you can't say that he's only looking at Renfrow and Waller.
Yeah.
He targeted. All right. So Renfrow had the most targets last night at 8. He got 6 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown. Waller was, oh shit. All right. Waller had 7 targets, 4 receptions, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Ruggs was targeted 6 times, 3 receptions, 60 yards. Edwards was targeted 4 times, had 1 reception. I felt that they should have put an APB out on him last night because that dude was kind of ghost. That concerned me a little bit.
I don't know. After last night, I was thinking like Hunter Renfrow might be one of our best defenders.
I said it before. Let him play both sides of the ball. Let him play both sides of the ball. Because when I saw that hit, I was sitting in triage last night watching the cameras. When I saw that hit, I jumped out of the chair and everybody just started looking at me like, yo, my bad, guys. That was, oh my God.
That was a great play.
The entire day for me was a screw over. By noon, I knew it wasn't going to be good. That's why 4 of our receivers have to. Though I want to say that I probably jinxed what happened in regards to the delay. Knowing that they were playing in LA, I'm fucking walking around work singing It Never Rains in Southern California. And then all of a sudden, we have a lightning delay. But I thought they played in a dome.
Yeah. What? I don't get that. I don't get that.
Somebody in here earlier said that it's more of a canopy. And I'm like, if you guys had a lightning delay, why was the press and everybody still on the field if you guys had a lightning delay? And then someone else said that there was a power outage over there as well. So now all of a sudden, all these new stadiums that the NFL teams have, we have all these fucking weird ass problems. You have a power outage. The Wi-Fi doesn't work. The credit card machines go down. What the fuck is going on?
Troubleshooting a new toy, man. Any kind of new computer system is going to have bugs.
I would have worked that shit out months ago.
Mm.
It was to knock off the tempo of the Raiders, even though we started slow. We started slower. Mex, you got a good point there.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. I tried getting a hold of Docs, but I'm guessing he's still sleeping. I don't know how late he was on until last night. His guys, Andy and the rest of the guys, were going in on my drive home. I was like, holy shit. But I didn't have the opportunity to jump on in with them.
See, I stay away from it on right after a game because emotions are high. The commenting gets crazy. People get combative, especially when we don't win. So I just wait till the next day. I just did my video. I'm going to be dropping, like I said, later on. And I need to sleep on it and let cool head prevail before I comment on it. I just, that's just me, because otherwise I get caught up in all the emotion too. I'm a fan. We're all fans. That's the thing.
I've stayed away from like the Facebook group pages because I know how a lot of those quote unquote fans are in those group pages. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this because I know how I'll get. And it's just not even worth it tonight because some of these people don't know football like for shit.
Well, I've got one, but it's real quiet because it's new and nobody knows about it. Yes, I'm working on it.
These people talk that shit and they don't know a fucking thing. And then it's like, why am I even wasting my breath arguing with you? Like, I do want to break down game film, and I just realized, and I'm sorry I'm new to this, folks. I did get Game Pass alongside my NFL Sunday ticket. And now I finally have a way where I can change the view of the replay, where I can see from angles, where I can really read certain things. I could read defenses, I can read offenses and see what went wrong. So like once, I think they said 24 to 48 hours after last night's game, that I can pull it up and start looking at it from different angles. I'm definitely going to try to do a little game film breakdown of that shit.
There you go.
Because I don't know what's going on with NFL.com right now. I tried signing in on my browser and it's not even letting me. It's not showing the window for me to sign in, and I want to just start looking at stuff now.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not, like I said, I'm not throwing the season away on this one loss. They were picked as favorites, and I thought, okay, we'll see. And We just didn't do it in the first half. We did not do it in the first half. Hopefully this will get some people's heads spun around.
Though we will be home this coming Sunday. I definitely looking forward to seeing Justin Fields getting smacked around, considering what was it, the preseason. He's like, the game seems slower to me, and then he got his bell rung, and I guess it ain't that slow anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I remember you said that too. That's why I said that comment earlier about the game's faster than he thought.
He took that shot, and I saw it over and over and over again. I couldn't stop laughing because I got one of the guys from Spotlight Sports Network that is Bears. He covers the Bears, and when we saw that, we were just cracking jokes to no end. He's like, "It's not funny." No, fuck it if it isn't.
It's exactly funny.
What up, James? Carr looks mad in the presser. He gonna call out the line in private. Yo, that was another thing. Like, for those that were in here earlier that heard the presser, or for those that heard the presser outside of me, yeah, Carr was like, he's not gonna be disrespectful and put shit out there in the press conference, microphone. But he's gonna do that shit privately, as he should, man. And I don't
think he's just gonna call out the O-line because he grew enough of a set where he argues with Gruden.
We also know that Carr is a man of God, so he's not legit disrespecting or cursing out his teammates. As ladies and gentlemen, Titan is awake. He's not cursing people out like say I would and give somebody a reality check, but I guess he'll have his way to get his point across to the line, to Gruden, and the rest of that team, where we're not seeing these slow starts ever again. Can you knock it off?
Well, give him his toy where he can play.
You were quiet.
Give him his toy so he can be Mix Master Titan again.
He's got. Well, that's his bed that he does that. He goes on his bed and he starts scratching to get his groove. Stop. I think it's time for him to go outside shortly, so that's what we will be doing shortly.
All right, my dog was over here. Eli, he was over here wanting to play tug of war. So if you saw me moving my arm and acting strange like this, I was playing tug of war with my dog, keeping him out, keeping him quiet.
Come here. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, it is Titan. All right, we're going to go out in a second. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up. OG, I finally got you on one of my lives. I'm honored. I'm humbled. Thank you so much.
Are you kidding? I'm looking forward to when I can go live.
We're going to start doing more for those that are in here, for those that know my job. We are now, at least this month, we are doing 12-hour shifts. So that being said, me and Docs had a nice long talk last week, and I definitely do need to step up and put more content out there. All right. I know it's not a walk. I think his bowl is empty. He needs water. I'm gonna start forcing myself to get up if I have to, 8:30 in the morning, to do a live for at least a half hour, 45 minutes throughout the week, going through injury reports, Raider news, anything else that's going on. I'll probably do I'll probably do a mix between the Raider stuff and the UFC stuff, because I know you guys love the UFC content I do when I've done the lives. But I'm going to start doing this stuff in the morning. So, of course, spread the word, get everybody in. We're still trying. Stop it.
If you're not subscribed to Hammers.House, come on, man, huddle up. Subscribe.
We're at 300, a little over 300 right now. The goal right now, the next goal is 5, because I've already put it out there and y'all are going to get a kick out of this. But I hit 500 and I will do the one chip challenge live for everybody to see.
You need to teach me how to go live, because I can't go live because of YouTube's thing. And I guess there's a way you can do it.
We're using the Spotlight has an account for everybody. Like Spotlight Raiders Talk has an account for a whole bunch of us at Spotlight Sports Network.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah. So we link up all our social media accounts, and then we'll set each other up with we'll set each other's lives up. We'll create the thumbnails and we'll put it on all the social media platforms that we use.
Okay, that's why. Okay, see, no, I have no way to go live yet. I got to get that. I don't have a Spotlight account, but
Yeah.
but no, there's I'm looking forward to it. This has been fun, man. I've only been doing this since June.
I got into it last year as a result of a childhood friend that would hear me call into ESPN Radio New York on a regular basis, whether it be primarily be talking about the Mets and talking other sports. But dude hits me up and he's like, you always have valid points when you call in. They turn into great debates with these radio personalities. You know your shit. We need to put this to use. So last summer, towards the tail end of last summer in the preseason, I was doing fantasy stuff with him. And then I came across Spotlight after the season. Or not after the season. I came across Spotlight in the middle of the season and I saw a Facebook Live and I'm like, dude, I would love to be a part of this. And I've been working with him now. I think towards the tail end of this season, we'll make a year. Hold on 1 second. Let me just give him water. Hold on.
They're like toddlers.
Oh, you needy fuck. You stepped on my ankle. Sit.
So, gotta go take care of the dog, guys. So, hey, what's up, Max Raider? All the guys have been hitting me up saying hi. Hey, back to you guys.
All right, we're back. He got his water. He's a happy little clam now.
So
yeah,
you've been doing this for about a year?
Yeah, about a year now, and fucking invested in all my equipment, my mic, my ring light, all this stuff. And everybody that's seen it, they're like, yo, you really got a passion for this. You really need to keep this going. And I'm trying, guys, but like it doesn't start with me. It starts with you guys and the support and you guys sharing it. Like, you see what Docs has done. Docs is at 10,000 subscribers now with his content. He's got people all over reaching out to him now, getting all these offers and stuff. And the talk that me and him had, he sees the drive and the passion I have for this. And I try to do this when I can. For those that know, like, Spotlight was down with COVID. I came in, I started doing stuff for his network.
Yeah, you're a good friend.
Like, I'm a part of that network. Like, I feel like people have misconstrued that at times. Like, it wasn't just like filling in. Like, I've been working alongside of him now for almost a year. We're Raider Nation, so it was like right away it was gonna happen. Docs, I'm trying to do stuff when I can. He's had me on his a couple of times. I've had people that have like, yo, is that like your brother? I'm like, no, like, you guys look alike. I don't see it, but all right, I'll go with that. But like, with what he's been doing, and from what I understand, he really got into this like during the pandemic. He has grown tremendously, and I would love to do the same. I would love to be able to get this monetized. We are now in the month of October. I talked about this to a couple of people, and I might as well just bring it out now before we wrap up. This month, you know, NFL does a crucial catch. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
That has a huge, huge place in my heart right now, as I have my sister who was diagnosed with breast cancer a couple of months ago. She's doing well. She's getting better. But like, I wanted to do like a fundraiser, and I was going to use, obviously I'm not monetized on YouTube, not until I hit 1,000. So what I wanted to do was I would take the donations on my Cash App and donate for, I was thinking Susan G. Komen, but I'm leaning more towards maybe St. Jude's Children's Hospital for children with cancer. Next month, you have it's Stomach Cancer Awareness Month. My father, a couple of months ago, was diagnosed. He's doing great. He's continuing to stay active. He's doing what he has to do to beat this. I was thinking for the month of November doing the same exact thing for him as well. So the donations would be much appreciated. If you guys are interested, you can reach out to me. I will put my email up right now in the chat if you guys would like to reach out. And if you do reach out, actually, Let me put the social media accounts up. Actually, everything. What am I doing? Everything is in the overlay right here, guys. You could DM me on IG. It's Hammers.House. It's in the top left corner. You can hit me up. You can message me on Twitter. It's there. YouTube, subscribe to that. Twitch, same thing. But if you guys want to, or if you guys are interested, if you guys would like to donate, please don't hesitate to reach out. Every donation counts. Again, both of these have a very close place in my heart right now, as both of my father and my sister are going through this right now. So I definitely would like to do something to show support and raise awareness for these diseases, and a big fuck you to cancer.
You know, it's funny. Last year at this time, is when I started just going on Doc's channel. And in December, I started treatment for prostate cancer. And by the end of January, I was clear. And Doc's supported me. Everybody in the nation that was on his page, his channel supported me. And Doc started getting in my ear in May going, look, you know this old history stuff. You're very passionate about it. You need to start a channel. Doc's pushed me to start a channel. And I did it, and I was like, oh God, this is probably going to suck. And it's been growing. I've only been doing it since June. My first video was the end of June. And you know, yesterday I hit 240 subscribers, and it's growing fast. People like to hear about the history, and I'm passionate about that. But I was going to, once I can get monetized, I'm going to be donating 25% of the proceeds to St. Jude's. I don't think a child should ever have to go through that.
Yep.
So if you do something with St. Jude's, I don't know if you need anything support-wise, reach out to me, man. My IG is Black Hole Chronicles. So
where is the
I'm gonna go follow
banners?
you as soon as we're done, because I can't do two things at once, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. Some of us can't multitask.
Nope.
I'm putting the Cash App on there now for those that are interested in doing this, and it would definitely mean a lot. Wait, where is it? There we go. That's the Cash App for those that are interested in doing this. Like I said, the donations would definitely mean a lot. It's something that has been heavy on me for a while. I remember hearing you guys when you had talked about your battle. This was probably like a month and a half ago when you guys were talking about it in I think it was Dox's live, because I was in there, and like I started crying just thinking about it. And then I opened up and pretty much told everybody what's been going on these past few months. So it's really made me look at life at a different perspective, because like clearly this can happen to anybody, just like any other virus, any type of disease. A shit can happen to anybody, but it hits you a hell of a lot harder when it's a family member or someone you love.
Yeah.
So that's why I've wanted to do this and start taking these collections and doing this donation.
Yeah, and it's funny, the whole time I was undergoing treatment, I was more worried about my wife and my family, because they were worried. And I felt like, no, I got this. Please don't worry. But they're going to worry, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, you need any support from me, you need anything, you just hit me up. I'll say, I'm going to go follow you right now on IG.
All right.
You hit me up, and I'm not gonna. You hit me up, and if you need anything, or if you know anything I can do. Okay, so I'm gonna dip out of here, because like I said, I'm not good at doing two things at once.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off anyways. I did not expect to be on here for over an hour. Well, I was trying to push myself to, and it definitely helped with you coming on. So I definitely appreciate it. And again, for those that are in here, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to check out OG on the Chronicles of the Black Hole on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, and all my info is in the links in the description. And again, on the overlay, as you guys can see right now, let me take this down. All of my social media is up, courtesy of Key in the Building. But we're going to sign off. Everybody continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. And in the words of Logic, put your ego on the shelf and remember, love yourself. We out.
And everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are?
Welcome